Do you know what the very first Marvel-themed attraction was at any U.S. Disney park? You're going to find out today on Annual Pass. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Annual Pass. This is the podcast where we talk about all things rides, attractions, shows. If it happens inside of a theme park, it happens here on Annual Pass. I am your host, Jack Pattillo, and of course, joining me as always are my beautiful co-hosts, Geoff Ramsey and BK. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi, Jack.
Hi,
Oh, that's
Jeffrey.
beautiful.
It's good seeing you. It's good seeing you. We don't have our alone time anymore. We got BK here.
Sorry, I'm intruding.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
miss it.
Yeah.
This is better.
I kind of do after the last couple episodes. You guys, you're teaming up on me. Y'all are teaming up on me, and I'm not a big fan of that. So come on now. That's not cool. Hi, everyone. If you're watching this right now, youtube.com/annualpass. Thank you so much over at Rooster Teeth. We love you. Make sure to follow us. I was going to say don't forget, and then I got lost. I almost said don't follow us.
Whoa.
Don't forget to follow us.
It's like reverse psychology.
Exactly.
Don't follow
Don't you
us.
dare.
Don't you do it. I can
No,
see
no, no,
you're
no.
about to
Put
do
your
it.
finger down.
You're about to. It's like that kid on TikTok that's like, don't put Galaxy. Don't put the Galaxy on TikTok Live. You know what I'm talking about. It's annoying.
Annual_pass over on Twitter and on Instagram, and maybe over on TikTok. I don't know.
Let's not even get
We're
into
currently
it.
Annual
That's
Pass Pod on TikTok, or maybe we're Annual_pass on TikTok. Not sure yet. Depends on whether or
It's
not we got
probably been fixed for 3 weeks at this point.
Probably.
And we should stop referencing
Probably.
it.
This is where like Ben pops up, little like animated Ben. He's like, we fixed it already, or not. I don't know. But
Ooh, can we get a lower thirds animated Ben?
That'd be so
no,
cute.
we have an animated Ben. Have you not seen
Did I
animated
miss
Ben?
Annie Ben?
No.
Oh my, yeah, Ben. So anytime Ben talks on camera, like Ben, say something on camera right now.
Hi, guys.
The little animated Ben pops up and he talks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just listened to our podcast.
No,
so-
Gail Fox does all of our art. She's
yeah.
amazing, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
made a little animated bin. Your camera broke actually on the last episode. All right, was the last episode? There was an episode recently that Jeff had to record at home.
This was, I think, like 2 episodes ago. I don't
Okay.
know. We're all out of order today.
And so your camera broke, and we're like, what can we do? Because we don't have Jeff's camera. So Gail Fox made a little
yeah.
animated you.
Like a little GIF
What
type
do you
thing.
mean it broke?
It just froze. Like your
Oh,
camera
really?
froze. Yeah.
I could have just sent you another. I could re-uploaded the file. And maybe
No,
it
I
was
think
fine.
the file broke, right, Ben?
Yeah, hey, Jeff, I need to talk to you about your home setup.
Good to know.
So anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We got a fun episode today. This is one of my favorite attractions out at Disney's California Adventure. We are talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout.
I've ridden this ride.
You have ridden this ride?
Yeah.
Lucky.
Really?
Yeah, is this the Tower of Terror?
Yeah, well, it's formerly Tower of Terror,
Yeah.
but now it is Mission Breakout.
Yeah, I read this.
Nice. This is going to be easy. Have you, BK, have you ridden this one? No, I figured of all people, you and I would be on the same level. How
Where is
are
this?
Jeff? It's Disney's California Adventure.
See, yeah, I've never been there.
You've never been to Anaheim. You've never been to any of the Disney parks in Anaheim.
I wish I'd have known. I would have invited you to go with me.
Ooh, you're on thin ice. Thin ice.
Yeah, so I'll read this. This is from Disney's website. Step inside a towering citadel. What's a citadel, Jeff?
It's like a citadel.
Yeah.
It's like a city building,
Okay.
like a cathedral-y kind of.
I would say when I think
yeah.
citadel, I think churches and
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I don't know if it's.
Well, that's like when I think citadel, I think like a religious place.
I hear Citadel, I think Mass Effect.
Oh, okay.
I think hub for people.
Let's.
Okay.
Don't worry, dictionary kid here.
Okay, dictionary kid.
A citadel, noun, a fortress, typically on high ground, protecting or dominating a city.
Okay.
So I guess we
not
we
a
were all
church.
right.
So what's the difference
Or it
between
could be a church.
castle and a citadel?
Well,
It's like
a
in the Venn
fortress.
diagram is
All right, well,
is a
hold on.
citadel fall within, or is castle fall within citadel?
Diff-
No, maybe there's a citadel
difference
within a castle.
I don't know.
Between
Like an inner citadel?
Yeah,
castle
there's the
and
castle
a
grounds, but there's the citadel within
The difference
castle
between
grounds.
here we go.
fortress and citadel is that fortress is a fortified place, a large and permanent fortification, sometimes including a town, a fort, a castle, a stronghold, a place of defense or security, while a citadel is a strong fortress that sits high above a city. So citadel is outside of
sky.
on its own,
Okay.
whereas a fortress it can include all of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so a citadel can be within a fortress.
Oh. The term citadel is diminutive of city, meaning little city, because it's a smaller part of the city, which it's in the defensive area.
Annual pass, all of your Citadel needs here. Stanelier Tivon, a.k.a. The Collector, has brought his unique collection of fantastical fauna, relics, and species from across the cosmos to Earth for the very first time.
Is that Jeff Goldblum?
That is Benicio del Toro.
Oh, right.
Jeff Goldblum is his brother.
Yeah.
He offers to show you his newest acquisition, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, Drax, and Groot are being held captive in electrified glass cases that dangle perilously over an abyss. Join a Rocket rescue mission. When Rocket escapes, he commandeers a gantry lift and enlists you to help on a harrowing mission to rescue his fellow Guardians. Prepare to unleash intergalactic mayhem from the top of the fortress to the bottom. Now it says fortress instead of Citadel.
Yeah.
As one of Star-Lord's awesome mixtapes blasts a classic tune. With incredible special effects, appearances by popular characters, music inspired by the soundtracks from the movies, thrilling free-fall drop sequences, and 6 different storylines to experience, the adventure breaks out all the big thrills. So that's the official, that's the copy from Disney's website. So this attraction, it was announced in 2016 at San Diego Comic-Con as replacing the Disney California Adventure Tower of Terror. Now, if you've ridden the Tower of Terror, you know there are 2 versions of it. There is the Florida version, the Hollywood Studios version
of horror and dismay.
Yeah, are you not a fan of Tower of Terror, BK?
Is it the what don't you like?
Is it Rod Serling?
Is it the fall?
Yes.
Okay. Are you not a fan of like freaky things and,
I don't
and spooky
like.
stuff?
I don't like drops.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
do spoopy, Jack.
Okay.
That is
So you
primo spook.
When you say you don't like drops, you mean like straight up and down, not like roller coaster
Like
drops?
the Dr. Doom thing?
Yeah, no.
Okay. No fearful? No?
No straight drops.
Okay.
No straight drops, especially when you're sitting next to someone. Now they've changed this. Back in the day, when there's one bar for the row.
Oh yeah, that's old school.
And maybe you're sitting there with someone who's just a little bit oversized.
You get like a Jack-sized person next to a BK-sized person.
My mom. Not a joke. So baby BK goes, "Wah!" out of the bar.
Whoa!
Mama holding on to me for dear life. So traumatized. Been on since, still frightened.
It's still freaky. But now you got a seatbelt
No.
as opposed to a bar.
Well, now but the trauma triggered.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in the sky.
You get inside, you black out, and you wake up and you're in the gift shop. Okay.
Yes.
That's exciting.
The lady's looking. Are you sure? You can leave right now before you get in the elevator. It's the last chance.
See, that's the freaky thing. A
Don't
lot of
ask me.
A lot of people get scared because of that. Like,
Don't say it's my last chance.
Like at Mission Space, they drill into you like this is a spinning ride. You can get
Simulation
sick
and spilling. You may bypass this ride immediately.
Exactly. They keep saying like, oh, you might get sick. You might get sick. And it's like, then you get freaked out because they keep saying, oh, you're gonna get sick. You're gonna get sick. And then you get freaked out, and it's extra scary. When they shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
You okay with that? So the one in Florida, it's a little different than the other one. So the one in Florida, you actually get into a lift, you go up, and then you move
around
into the drop shaft. So that's different. They don't do that in any of the other parks.
Straight in it?
Well, yeah. So basically, it moves. I think it goes basically straight up. You kind of experience everything. You just go. You see, like the doors open. You see outside, and then you drop. And then when you exit, it gets down and actually backs up a little bit, and then another car takes the spot of it.
Wow.
So they do that so they can rotate out cars faster. There are 3 kind of drop shafts. The one in California, I think all the other ones are like that as well. And in Florida, there's only 2 drop shafts because they have 4 tunnels because they get up to the top and kind of move to the drop shaft. But if like one goes down, they lose half capacity for the ride.
Ooh.
So they, when they made a new one, they're like, let's rework this thing. Originally, the Tower of Terror in California was going to be going to Paris. And at the time, Paris kind of was falling apart and they're like, we got to fix the park.
Right.
They opened up Disney's California Adventure, which was initially a big failure. And they're like, we need to fix this park. And so they took the attraction that was going to go to Paris and brought it to California instead because they needed to add something new.
Like they just diverted the shipment with
Pretty
UPS?
much. Yeah. I mean, they just changed it in Amazon. They were like, no, bring it out to
Change shipping
Anaheim.
address, yeah.
So and they brought it over, and then people loved it. People loved the attraction. This was kind of the start of fixing Disney's California Adventure, and now like the actual park is pretty solid. But when it first opened, it was not a great park. It was barely a half-day park.
Wasn't the point that it was supposed to highlight all the fun that you can have in California?
Yeah. Well, it was themed. I mean, it was like the pier was like a California pier. They had Soarin' Over California, which is actually a really good attraction.
Yeah.
Open to a superstar limo, which we kind of briefly mentioned before. Trying to theme like California type stuff. And now it's more. Now it's just it's still California Adventure, but it's definitely not themed around California anymore. Like now it's Pixar Pier. There's a whole Pixar land area.
Okay.
They've got Marvel Avengers Campus now, which Mission Breakout has kind of been retrofitted into the new Avengers Campus area. Before there was a Bugs Life area kind of separating it from the rest of the park, but now that's all gone, and now they've made the new Spider-Man attraction where you see like the flying Spider-Man is over there at the web facility. They've got a Doctor Strange area, which you're going to send us all photos of this.
Poor Dave Foley just got replaced.
That's okay. He's got the new Kids in the Hall, so
it's pretty good. Have you seen it?
Not yet. So anyway, but now, so they kind of like stretched the Avengers Campus area over to Mission Breakout. So it's kind of all wrapped in. All the Marvel stuff is wrapped in. And as we talked before, you can't do Marvel stuff anywhere east of the Mississippi because of the licensing rights of Universal. And actually, because of that, this attraction, the Mission Breakout, was the very first Marvel attraction in the United States on a Disney property.
Oh.
Yeah. So, again, funny thing is they can't use the term Marvel. They can't say Marvel anywhere because that's part of the agreement. Yeah.
So weird agreement.
Yeah, it's so strange. And so hopefully they'll figure it out someday. But, now they have all the characters over at California Adventure. Still pretty cool. When they initially announced this was right when Guardians, I think before Guardians was even out. Or maybe, no, I take it back. Guardians has been out by this point. There was a lot of upheaval. People were not happy about this because Tower of Terror, fantastic attraction. It's a really good attraction. Yeah, and so you're like, hey, this attraction's only been open for a while, not less than 20 years, and you're already going to retheme it to a stupid movie. What? And so people were not happy about that at all.
Yeah, well, maybe they should have written it first.
Yeah. And then they cleaned it, or they changed up the exterior, which was the hotel, kind of creepy hotel, to now it's Tannelier Tavan's
Citadel?
The Citadel. Yeah, they made it now all fancy and nice, all colorful
Gold
and stuff.
Star for you.
And they opened it. And people loved it. This thing is fantastic. They did a great job at retrofitting a classic attraction into something new, and it's awesome. It is so cool. Something about theme park attractions set to awesome music. If you get in that seat, and all of a sudden Jackson 5 kicks on. It's like, here we go, and it's just so much fun.
It is amazing how much licensed music can add to a thing like that.
Yeah, and immediately it's like gets you into the mood because like the right song can just immediately put you in a better
Rocket
place.
Roller Coaster isn't that fun if it was music.
Yeah, it would just be like it'd be a ride in the dark. It'd be Space Mountain. But the reason why I wanted to talk about Mission Breakout today is because the new Guardians coaster is open over in Epcot. So Cosmic Rewind is open in Epcot, and the same thing happens where they have licensed songs on the attraction. I don't want to get too far into Cosmic Rewind because it's still brand new, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys yet. But it's awesome. If you make it out to Epcot, it is absolutely worth getting in line for it or trying to get a reservation for it. Go ride it. We'll talk about it in the future, but I want to give you guys enough room that we're not spoiling it because it is something you want to experience firsthand. I promise you that. But I was like, hey, we can talk about the other Guardians ride. that one's been open for a while. So anyway, this thing opened May 27th, 2017. And oddly enough, Jeff, do you know, if I said the Otis Elevator Company, you know that name, right?
I do.
Yeah, they made this ride.
Really?
Yeah. So the Otis Elevator Company, who does pretty much all elevators, like if you step onto an elevator, you see kind of where you step over, it says Otis. They made this ride. They made the engineering behind it.
Well, I guess if you want to make an elevator ride, you go to the grade A elevator people.
Yeah,
right? That makes sense.
It's pretty wild though. This is when I was doing research. I was like, oh, Otis made this. Like, I know Otis. I've ridden their.
I know Otis. What's good?
I've ridden their elevators before.
We're best friends.
BK, you'll appreciate this. It's 183 feet tall with a 130-foot drop. 130 foot, 13 stories. Get it? 13 stories? No, not a fan of that. Here we go. The actors in the show, because this features live action video.
Oh, cool.
We've got Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Benicio del Toro, and Bradley Cooper, who reprises his role as Rocket. Which is interesting because a Cosmic Rewind, it's not Bradley Cooper, which is that's my one gripe about the ride is that it's not Bradley Cooper.
I wonder why that is.
And it's sad because he's all over Cosmic Rewind.
That would.
But did you recognize there was one name in there who I did not name?
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel is not Groot. They got someone else to say I am
dare
Groot.
they?
I don't know why. Vin Diesel did not reprise his role of Groot and was replaced by voice actor Fred Tatasciore. Is Tatasciore?
You nailed it.
I'm not sure how to say his last name, but
Good.
You'll recognize him. He is the voice of Damon Baird in Gears of War. He's Saren Arterius in Mass Effect.
Saren!
He's Soldier 76 in Overwatch.
Oh my God!
And he's Xur in Destiny.
Oh, you know what?
What's that?
I just was at an event with him.
No
he was
way.
like I was like in an autograph booth, signing area, and he was like maybe 4 or 5 down.
Really?
Yeah, that's funny.
Well, next time, if you end up at another convention with him, be like, hey, you did Groot at California Admission Breakout.
Do you know who else I was there with?
Who's
I just
that?
realized, who maybe I should have talked to, but I didn't. The guy who plays Mickey Mouse now.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
it's the guy who was in Silicon Valley, right?
Yeah.
He was the Tres Commas guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, that's cool. You should have said something. You
Yeah,
should have said
Seems
hi.
like a nice
what,
guy.
man?
I was in the same room with him for a while.
I'm curious if he does the voice of Mickey at Minnie and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
I don't know.
Because that's like the only Mickey
Yeah.
attraction that exists.
Yeah.
Well, next time you see him, tell him we say hi.
Yeah, I
And
will
also
do.
loved his work on Silicon Valley. He was great in that
I
show.
spent the whole time I was at that event trying to work up the courage to talk to Steve Downs, and then I never did.
Oh, Jeff.
After 19 and a half years of Rooster Teeth, I've still never talked to him.
Really?
No, never met him.
You should absolutely talk to that guy.
I saw him, though, a bunch.
Oh, man. Due to Marvel's 1994 contract with Universal Parks and Resorts, so this is before Disney bought Marvel, the Marvel brand is not allowed to be used as part of the ride's title or advertising. So, again, Marvel made that contract with Universal before Disney bought them. So that's why you see all this stuff. James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, directed all the scenes with the cast. So,
Cool.
and when you see Benicio del Toro talking, or you see all the cast in like their cages and whatnot, he directed all that stuff. So he pretty much touches everything. Even at the at Cosmic Rewind, he directed all the scenes with the cast there as well. So Jeff, you have a question, sir, in the hat?
So in Cosmic Rewind, is Vin Diesel Groot?
I don't know. Maybe. I'll have to check. I don't know the cast list off that one. I know for sure it's not Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Which is because he has a very
You can
distinct
tell.
voice.
You could just be like, what?
Yeah, it's kind of like low budget Rocket, which, you know, it's sad because again he talks a lot during
It probably
Cosmic
costs
Rewind.
too much.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of funny. He's like, hey, you know, Bradley, just read these few lines for us. Great, thanks, bye. But I guess they didn't want to pay for him. But they can always change that in the future, which is
true.
nice. So there are 6 different music tracks on this attraction, Jeff.
hit me.
Well, here you go. Hit Me With Your Best Shot.
Yes!
By Pat Benatar.
Oh, I love Pat Benatar.
Give Up the Funk by Parliaments. Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf. I Want You Back by the Jackson 5.
Yes. Oh,
Great
they
one.
had to.
Free Ride by the Edgar Winter Group. And Burnin' Love by Elvis Presley. All fantastic songs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And based on the song you get, there's a couple like scenes during the ride. They change based on the song. So
Really?
if you get like, you know, if you get Jackson 5, you're going to hear something different than if you hear Hit Me With Your Best Shot. You're going to see something a little different. They shot about maybe 5 or 6 kind of scenes, and you see 2 of them for every time you go.
Oh, cool.
So like sometimes like it'll be Chris Pratt and Zoe Saldana and Dave Bautista, and they'll be like, oh, hey guys, and then like something will grab Dave Bautista. Sometimes it's just Chris Pratt and Zoe like fighting something, and it changes kind of every single time you go ride it. So it gives that the re-rideability that you don't typically get. So it's pretty clever. I like that. And it's also fantastic songs. I think at the one time I went, I had Jackson 5, and I was like, oh, this is awesome.
Gosh.
It's so good.
I would write it multiple times just so I could get that one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Jeff, do you remember what song you got when you wrote
Dude,
it?
I have no idea.
You don't
No?
remember?
It was 2019.
I guess, yeah,
3
that
years
was a
ago.
different, no, that was a different era.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was 3 years ago, and it's also COVID, which COVID years don't count. So it was 1 year ago.
Yeah, except that it
COVID years took out.
took over the global consciousness and became all we cared about or talked about or thought about for 2 years.
I suppose that's true.
I did a memory dump of everything before February of 2019.
You can't. It's gone.
Just
Yeah.
wiped it.
It's in the void.
It's a
Just
different
wiped it
world.
all. All right. Well, that's pretty much all kind of my
spiel?
my facts about the ride. We'll get into sort of the Easter eggs and stuff and the fun facts. But guys, are y'all ready to go ride Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout with me
Oh, God.
at Disney's California Adventure?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm not scared at all. I've done it.
I'm terrified.
You'll be okay. Are you ready? Ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna take a sip of water and then we'll go. Jeff and BK!
Yes.
Took you a second there. Hey guys, we're at Disney's California Adventure in Anaheim.
Oh, my God. This is so
Yay.
cool.
Yeah, look, Jeff, it's the Collector's Tower in front of us.
Oh, I recognize
it's a
that.
Citadel.
It's a Citadel.
It's not
at the
It's not a
Citadel.
fortress. It's a Citadel. Okay, Jeff, we gotta go inside because we gotta help the Guardians break out because apparently the Collector has caught them.
Yeah, he caught them and he stole the Marvel name, and we have to get it back.
That's true. We gotta go find Benicio del Toro and let them free the Guardians. again.
Free them.
So, all right, Jeff. Okay, we're inside. Wow, look at this queue. There's so many cool things in the queue.
Oh my gosh.
There's like little cases with stuff in it. Jeff, look, it's Cosmo. It's the dog. Little dog.
Oh, yeah.
The Russian dog.
Look at all this fun museum stuff.
Look, Jeff, if you look up, you can see it's Figment. It's actually Figment
No
from
way.
Epcot in one of the cases.
way.
It's kind of dark. It's hard to see him, but he's totally him.
Oh, wow, that's actually quite cool.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. All right, Jeff,
Everybody
okay.
loves that Figment.
Okay, Jeff. So the collector's like, "Oh, welcome. You're gonna see my gallery." And so now we're gonna go in the next little room, Jeff, and he's gonna give us more information.
Okay.
And Jeff, okay, we're here. But what? The collector's video, it's been stopped, and it's Rocket. Look, it's Rocket,
Oh
Jeff.
my God.
He's up there, and he's like, "Hey,"
cute.
he's like, "All right, I know you guys are on a tour or whatever, but now you need to help me break out my friends."
It's a talking raccoon.
Yeah, I remember this.
And it's look, he's actually there, and he's like talking to us, and he's like making fun of him and stuff. And he's like, okay, and then we're leaving. But look, oh, he grabbed the Walkman. He grabbed Star-Lord's Walkman.
Oh, okay,
That's pretty cool.
okay.
Okay, Jeff, we're on. Okay, look, oh, we're inside the little queue area. We're getting onto the gantry. Okay, Jeff, we're getting on the gantry. BK, is your seatbelt
My
buckled?
seatbelt's on, please. Hold
Jack,
my
can you
hand.
tell me what a gantry is?
It's like an elevator,
Elevator.
Jeff. All right, so Rocket says we have to go to the top to destroy the power thing. And look, Rocket's on top. You can see the light. It's shining.
Oh my God.
He's like,
I
okay,
remember
so he
that. That's pretty
unplugs
cool.
it, and then he's gonna plug in a stereo. Oh, Jeff, it's Jackson 5. I want you back. Yeah, okay, Jeff. Okay, we're going all the way up. Here we go. The Rocket's like, I'm gonna take you to the top, and we're gonna blow up this generator. Wow, we're going really fast, Jeff.
Oh my God.
We're going really fast. Look, there it is, Jeff. Okay, Rocket, he's gonna shoot it up. Oh, he killed the power. He go, wait a minute, we need power to go. We're falling. Okay, Jeff, we're going up
Why
again.
did you let me go on this?
It's okay, BK. All right, look, there's all the Guardians. We freed them.
It's my wife, Gamora.
Oh, no, they grabbed Drax.
Oh, God.
We're going up again, Jeff.
Oh, not again.
We're moving again.
Jeff.
Hold on to your seats.
I feel fine.
No, look, a big thing's jumping at
It's massive.
Drax jumped out and punched him in the nose.
That's it? That's all it took?
That's pretty cool.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're moving up and down. Jeff, we're at the very top. Oh, this is so
Seems
scary.
to me, I think we're gonna see outside now.
Oh, yeah,
No,
wait,
no,
wait.
no,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no.
we're flying.
I don't wanna
We're going up
see
and down.
the real world.
Oh,
No.
it's so high. Oh, look, the door's open.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I can see Disneyland from here.
I'm not smiling.
We're falling. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's so scary, Jeff. Oh, we're moving up and down. It's now, we're flying up and down.
No, not again. Don't do it again.
When's the photo, Jack?
It was when we dropped it.
already
They took the photo, Jeff. I should have yelled something. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. All right, things are calming down a little bit. Look, there. The Guardian's like, hey, you did it. Good job, everyone. Look, there's
little
Cosmo.
baby Groot.
The little baby Groot. Mantis is there, and they've got the Milano. Oh, we did it. Okay, that was
Bye.
good. But Rocket's like, hey, what does this thing do? And it's like, wait, what? We're going there.
It was over, Jack.
Oh, okay. And then, all right, now we're going to go back down. We're going all the way to the very bottom, and all this stuff falls. And it's like, hey, you did it. Good job, everyone. Oh, and then we back up, and then, Jeff, we can go to the gift shop with a collector and collect some things for ourselves to bring home.
Save the universe. Congratulations.
We did it, you guys. Yay!
Hey.
That's fun.
That wasn't scary.
That was terrifying.
That's a lot of fun. And so, again, everything changes. Like, the ride changes based on the song you get. So you got to ride it multiple times.
So how do you know, is the song random?
Yeah. So
okay.
six random songs, and you just kind of get one and go from there. So it's a really, really fun ride. And it's neat because there's a lot of video behind the scenes of when they actually shot this stuff. And the way they did it was they actually matched the camera movement. They had it on a like one of those giant Kuka arms. And they matched the camera movement to what the ride itself would be doing. So that's why, like, when you're up, your view would be down. So it really matches it perfectly. It's called squinching, I think is the term for it.
I'm sorry,
and
what?
It's called squinching.
Squanching? No,
It's something like that, squinching or squanching, where literally it's like as your vehicle moves, the angle of the video that you see, like this happens on Forbidden Journey. Same thing. Whereas, like, it's like the parallax matches perfectly.
The what?
Parallax. It's like multiple things going at the same time. That's a real thing, BK. I'm not crazy.
You're just saying dinosaur names. I'm very confused.
So anyway, are you?
That's what I thought it was.
Wait, what'd you say?
Well, squanching is different.
No,
than
squinching.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so anyway, that's what they do to match it and to make it feel even more real. Like when you're moving up and down, you actually like the camera goes too, and it feels like you're actually looking into a room. They did a really good job of sort of making it feel like a 3D room. And so it's an awesome ride. There's a lot of cool stuff in it. Let me just run through. So the queue I mentioned in the video, as you walk into the collector's area, there's a giant gold collector statue out front, which is great. You got to take a photo with that. But once you're inside, there's all of these cases. So very similar to the collector in Guardians of the Galaxy or even Infinity War, where they have all those like boxes that he has stuff in. Like there's Howard the Duck's in one of them.
Really?
Yeah. In the movie, Howard the Duck is the one. And he's actually in this one too. You can hear him talking to the collector at the very end.
What a cool Easter egg.
So inside the queue, just the queue itself, there's an Ultron sentry from Age of Ultron.
Okay,
and not only that, his eyes flash too, because like it looks broken, and then every now and then it'll kind of turn on, and you can hear Ultron being like, "What?" and then it goes away. So it's like, Cosmo's in there.
Is there a Kree?
I think they have Kree stuff.
Okay.
There's a Nova Corps uniform.
Okay.
They have Adam's cocoon from Adam Warlock, his cocoon.
What?
They kind of change that up a little bit because of Guardians 2, but they label it as a cocoon of unknown origin. So there's some Kree weapons and an orb from Agents of the S.H.I.E.L.D. are in there. There's Terrigen crystals. Celestial masks are all over the wall, like the big Celestials from Eternals.
Oh, that's cool.
They have masks all over the wall. There's a painting featuring the Collector and his brother, the Grandmaster.
Nice.
So it's Benicio and Jeff Goldblum playing a game together, and he's like knocking the thing off the table. It's really funny. There's Stormbreaker, which is a sword. It was Thor's weapon, but the one they have there is actually more based off Beta Ray Bill's Stormbreaker, which is like a different kind of hammer. It's a little bit different. Inside the pre-show, so once you go into the pre-show area, that's where Rocket pops up and he talks to you and stuff. Like all around you is a bunch of cool collectibles. Back when it was Tower of Terror, it was a bunch of like creepy like books and things, like stuff you would see in Tower of Terror. Inside there is actually an invoice from XS Tech, which is the place from Extraterrestrial. So there's like an invoice saying like, you got stuff. So that's a little throwback to that one. There's a bellhop hat and a luggage tag from Tower of Terror.
Oh, that's cute.
Kind of hidden in there. There's a jar containing a tentacle from Davy Jones's beard. Ugh.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's
I
interesting.
love that.
Pretty creepy. Loki's shackles from Thor: The Dark World are in there.
Cool.
There's a Hydra soldier's helmet. There's an animatronic remains of Tom Morrow from Innoventions, which is like a robot at Epcot.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so they have like the broken skeleton of Tom Morrow.
My gosh.
There's some Mickey and Minnie little tin toys, and there's a 1955 Disneyland map in there as well. You can spot. If you can get that thing out, let me know. And then in the loading area, as you walk past that and go towards the actual loading area, way up high is actually Harold. Do you remember who Harold is, Jeff?
Harold and Kumar?
No.
Harold. Like Herold or Har?
Harold.
No.
Harold was the original Yeti from Everest. Not Everest, Matterhorn. Yeah, so he's up there. They just took the old one and just put him up there.
That's
so
funny.
It's like they've got him up there. There's also, let's see, what else? There's Dolores, which is an octopus. She is an animatronic octopus who was girlfriend to a bear from the Country Bear Vacation Hoedown. Which was an alternate theming of the Country Bear Jamboree. They did a Country Bear Vacation Hoedown, and one of the bears had an octopus girlfriend.
That's so weird.
I don't know. I have no idea when that was, but she's there.
I need to know more.
And there's also a painting of the Tower of Terror as well. It's like hidden in there somewhere too. So that's pretty cool.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of neat stuff. Actually, outside the building, there's a hatch that has been broken, and there's little like red footprints where Rocket has broken out and is running away. Yeah,
cool.
So you can spot that on the outside of the building. You see little like red footprints. And I think on the building, it says Guardians Galaxy, and then Mission Breakout is written in like red paint.
Oh, okay.
And I think it looks like Rocket had done that. So that's kind of cool. One really neat thing that I dig about this, August 2017, they announced that they were going to do something called what is it? It's Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout Monsters After Dark. Which what they did was they did additional scenes that you go inside. The idea is like this is after Mission Breakout. Now everything inside is gotten out, and it's like a spooky version of it, or a spoopy version of it.
Spoopy!
Excuse me. So you walk in, and like all of the collectors like boxes inside that had like creatures in them, they've all been covered like something got away, and then everything's red. And then when you go to the pre-show, Rocket's like, why are you here? We already escaped. I'm looking for Groot. We lost him somewhere. So help me find Groot. There's monsters everywhere, so be careful. He's like, I'm going to use you as bait to get Groot. And then you go on, and there's a whole new attraction. So the video is all Rocket and Groot. It's Rocket trying to save Groot. And there's a whole new song, too, that they wrote originally for it. So that's pretty cool. And that's
awesome.
Yeah, it's like literally an alternate version of the ride specifically for Halloween.
We gotta check it out.
Ask when does it happen?
Yeah. So it went from mid-September until October 31st, and it was only after it was at night. So it was like 5 or 6 o'clock at night. They would change it over to the new version of it, which is super cool.
Go.
And then on Halloween, October 31st, it was like that the whole day. So
cool.
That's pretty cool. Apparently, so in the sort of canon universe of Guardians of the Galaxy, Yondu, has passed away after Guardians 2. Inside the Monsters After Dark version, apparently his ghost is somewhere in one of the videos.
Really?
So I don't know where. I've read that he's in it. James Gunn has confirmed that he's in it, but I don't know where. And I was looking for video. If you know where Michael Rooker's Yondu shows up in Monsters After Dark, let us know in the comments, because I was trying to find him and I couldn't. So that's pretty cool. And one last little fun Easter egg is when you get to the very top and the doors open. If you listen carefully, Rocket says, "Is that Disneyland?" And then you drop. So, yeah, because it's like, that doesn't make sense. And
that's pretty funny.
And then also in this one too, at the very end, they thank you, like, "Oh, thank you for all your help." And one of my favorite lines is Drax turns to them and goes, "Why? They did nothing." That's pretty cool.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. And funnily enough, something like that happens in Cosmic Rewind as well. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, Drax is like, "Why? Why thank them? They just watched.
They were here."
So, but this is a really, really cool ride. Like, this is the perfect way of taking something that is beloved, tweaking it, changing it, and still making something very unique and cool.
Contemporizing it.
Yeah. And so I really respect this attraction a lot, and it's a lot of fun. It's a really, really good ride. I mean, I love Tower of Terror, don't get me wrong, but the way they did this was so good. And I'm curious if they'd ever do anything like this over in Florida.
Right.
But the way the drop sequence is, the way it works over there, there isn't really video or anything on the drop. So like basically you're right up against the wall where the doors open, where like in Florida, you go up and there's like scenes, you go up, there's another scene, and then you go up and you move to the drop area. In California, you're in the same tunnel. So the scenes happen in the same shaft that goes up and down with the drop tunnel. So can't really do that. So I don't know if they would ever do it for for Florida. So I think the Florida version might be safe, at least as long as they have the license for Twilight Zone.
All right.
But Jeff, would you want to ride this? Or you have ridden it. BK, would you want to ride this?
I mean, I think maybe the music and the atmosphere might make me less like terrified out of my mind and more like thrilled.
Yeah.
So I might give it a chance. I swore I would never get on a drop ride again.
Okay.
So.
You heard it here first. Verified yes.
Yeah.
She will ride it.
Very, very confident yes right there is what I heard. Don't worry. Like, if Jeff and I will be on either side of you, you'll be safe. You can hold on to our hands and it'll be like,
okay,
yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be safe. It'll be okay. But that's going to do it for Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Awesome attraction. I really love it. And as a matter of fact, so a while ago, we asked people to send us postcards. We're like, hey, mail us a postcard. If you go to a theme park, send us a postcard, which we'd love still. If you want to send it to us, send it to Annual Pass, care of Rooster Teeth Productions, 1901 East 51st Street, Austin, Texas, 78723. I got a postcard from the Tower of Terror.
Oh, look at that.
So I figured I should read this one real quick. Hi, Jeff, Jack, BK, and producer Ben. Oh, they called you out too. Mailing this from Hollywood Studios. A little warm today. At the time of mailing it, it is 86 degrees Fahrenheit. It feels like 98, and it is 91 degrees Fahrenheit in the shade. Wait, how does that work? We park hop from Epcot. We can say Cosmic Rewind is amazing. It has been open for a week, and we have ridden it 4 times.
Nice.
Keep up the amazing work. Love always. The twins. Jennifer and Jessica. I genuinely didn't realize this was from the twins, Jennifer and Jessica, and they wrote their names in different colors.
In the appropriate colors. Have you met the twins yet?
I have not.
Oh, they're awesome.
They're the best.
We love the twins.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, twins. If you want to mail us a postcard, please do so. If you go to a theme park or wherever you go, send it to us. Again, Annual Pass, care of Rooster Teeth Productions, 1901 East 51st Street, Austin, Texas, 78723. I got a bunch. I got 2 from Black Spire Outpost that we'll read. Well, we'll probably read them during the live stream.
Right?
So in July, we're going to be doing another live stream. So stay tuned for that. As a matter of fact, I think this is July. This is July 7th. So should be coming out pretty soon. So keep an eye on our socials, Annual_Pass on Twitter and on Instagram. You'll know when we're going to do a live stream again. But yeah, and now this is the point of the episode where I ask you a question, and you guys answer over at roosterteeth.com, and then we're going to pull our favorite answers, and we'll randomly select one to win an autographed theme park map that we'll give away during the live stream. And so my question for you, because of the Monsters After Dark retheming of this, what attraction deserves a sequel overlay? So we've seen, like Haunted Mansion does Haunted Mansion Holiday with Nightmare Before Christmas. We see this. We see the Jingle Cruise, which is the Jungle Cruise Christmas theme. What would you take and give a sequel to? It doesn't have to be holiday themed, but I mean, what would you like to see an alternate version of? Like for me, I'd love to see like The Simpsons. Like I would love to see like a new version of The Simpsons, like follow up, like what happened after Bob escaped. Like take the same ride system, just change up the video. That's what I'd like to see. Jeff, you have any idea?
Shrek 5D.
That was so quick.
What would be the fifth dimension, Jeff?
I need to know.
You've got to figure that out.
Oh God!
I can't answer. I can't do all the work for you.
No.
Oh God.
BK, you have any idea of what you would like to see a sequel to?
Yeah, I mean, it's not as a cool idea.
No,
but
it's okay. All ideas are cool ideas.
I mean, I don't know, but I feel like there's so much more that the Mummy has to offer.
Ooh.
Like, I would just love to see, like, oh, well, I took something, so this, like, from the ride before, or the Mummy didn't go away. We kind of failed. Let's get back into it.
We can just replace it with Tom Cruise. It'll be great.
I'm just saying. I mean, well, maybe not. Maybe not.
Okay. Probably not. Probably not.
Brutal.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I was just going to make a joke that was just the ride, but with only the sound effects, just like the trailer that came out.
Yeah. I would dig that. So let us know in the comments over at roosterteeth.com what attraction to you deserves a sequel overlay or a continuation or an alternate version of us. I'm very curious to see what you guys come up with because there's so many great ideas. But that'll do it for today's episode. So you feel like y'all learned anything today?
So much.
Yeah. BK, you feel like you learned anything?
No, I'm still traumatized from our ride through, Jack. I was in the sky, and now I'm on the ground.
Okay, well, at least you're on the ground now.
Thank God.
So next time we'll go to space, and it'll be great.
That'll be better.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Okay.
So thank you very much, everyone, for listening and watching. Again, these podcasts live and die by word of mouth, so please spread the word, and just let everyone you know that you listen to Annual Pass. Buy a shirt and support the podcast. We love you guys so much. It means the world to us, and we will see you next time for even more. Take care.
Bye. Bye.